Dear Betty's Burgers, I would like to submit my review of your dining establishment for your perusal. Chapter 1. I think the problem started with my father. He was a good man but a stern one, and we didn't always see eye to eye. I enjoyed many a sound thrashing under his careful but solid hands as I was growing up, and strangely began to look forward to them. Each meaty thwack on my nubile body would eventually cause me to moan in pleasure, which only caused him to hit me harder, making me moan even more loudly. This infinite pain-pleasure spiral was the beginnings of my first BDSM relationship, even though we were both unaware of it at the time. All good things must come to an end, though, and sadly he passed away a number of years ago. I've tried to fill the gap since then, hiring numerous prostitutes to act in his stead, but it's never been the same. They can never get the stains right on his prized Jim Beam shirt. They refuse to flick lit cigarette butts at my head while watching the game, and most importantly, their soft, perfectly manicured hands can never muster the terrifying force that he could. I've had his ashes stored away with my rarest Pokemon cards, surrounding him with treasures like an ancient pharaoh, and hoping they would follow him into the afterlife with maximum hit points. Due to my recent financial situation, I have had to part ways with these cards and now need a new home for dear old father. I brought his ashes to Betty's Burgers today, since back in his day, a chemical plant once stood here and he had many fine stories about his time working there. He seemed to think back on those days very fondly. After ordering a respectful meal of onion rings and chicken tenders, I gracefully began blowing his ashes about the place from the palm of my hand like a Native American mystic peering into the future. I continued this until management of the establishment got involved, and when I refused to stop, the police came to stop me. I put up a good fight, hoping their strong hands would bring back some of the old memories. They flogged me senseless, and I had quite a bit of pleasure before I passed out, but I'd trade 1,000 of these beatings for one last smack from Daddy. The onion rings were out of this world.